Hey guys, Dustin Tippett here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. Hope you check us out. I hope you enjoy our other videos as well. We're always trying to teach. That's our biggest thing here. You know, we do a different type of teaching in school, grade school, high school, things like that. We like to teach about the dough, right? And it's not about get rich quick and all that stuff. It's about making the most of every single dollar, but being able to quantify it and not have a general sort of, well, everybody should pay off credit cards sort of focus. We actually want to show the numbers. And so today we're answering the question, what types of retirement accounts should I have? I'm going to make it real simple. This is going to be really easy, but I'm going to show you exactly why. First thing is, I'll just answer the question. You want to have a pre-tax account and a post-tax account. Today's example, I'm going to show a 401k, which is a pre-tax account, a traditional 401k, and I'm going to show a Roth IRA using a software that we use with our customers here called Nest Egg. It's Right Capital if you want to check it out, but we call it Nest Egg because they let us, so we're going to do that. All right, we're going to take a look at one of our sample clients here called Charlie Parker. If you're a Jazz fan like I am, you know who Charlie Parker is. Here's what we're going to show. Real quick, we want to show who Charlie is. He's 62 years old. He's got a goal of retiring next year. He's got some retirement expenses. This is not the video for this, but we've shown Charlie in plenty of other videos. The reason why we want to have multiple accounts, a pre-tax and a post-tax, just these two. You can have numerous ones if you want. But we want to have a pre-tax account. In this case, we'll call this the 401k because it's a pre-tax account, although, you know, we could just name it, right? 401k, so you guys know what we're talking about there. And we see a value of $680,000. That's what the amount that Charlie was able to make it to, basically retirement, 62 years old. And we've got a Roth IRA here, $340,000 that he's used as well. Could have been a Roth 401k rollover, things like that. Nonetheless, this is what he's got to work with here. So we've got pre-tax and post-tax. If we just had all pre-tax, we'd have no choice but to take our money out of the pre-tax account, and I'll try to show the tax rate here for you. We would have no other chance except to say this is our taxable situation, right? I'll get rid of this guy here. We're just going to look at it if you only have pre-tax accounts, right? So we've got this sort of this is basically your tax brackets here. We're showing all the different tax brackets at the moment, but I'll go through this in a second. We're showing the distribution of the dollars in this man's accounts right now. What we're doing is we're just saying, okay, we'll take from tax deferred, then our post-tax accounts if we have them, and here's that current tax where you would land, your taxable income. Notice how at the beginning here, we're retiring next year. It's a little bit high, no problem. We dip down for some reason, need to investigate that. All of a sudden, we shoot back up again, need to investigate that. Whenever there's a big change in your taxable income, a U-shaped sort of change like that, you have the opportunity to do conversions. So the number one reason, in my opinion, the number one reason, especially not knowing what tax rates are going to be, for having a pre-tax account and a post-tax account is the ability to do conversions. Let me show you here real quick. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark. I had it to 15%. I'm not going to, that was from the last video. Let's leave it there just for fun and let's see here. So what I'm going to do is, now on the chart behind you there, we see in green the current taxable income, just going about our lives like we normally are. And then the blue that's shading it, see how it's filling up the taxable, the 15% tax bracket there for them? So it's just kind of filling it up. We're converting dollars. In other words, starting at age 65, 64 is a little conversion in there. But starting at age 65, basically, we're going to start converting some of that money to a Roth IRA. You can really quickly see it. It's not a lot in this case. It's $17,000 more at the end of his life, even if we convert later in life and all that. It's a small minor adjustment. But had he not had $1 million, this would be a big change, right? 17 grand is a big deal. So what I want to point out here is the conversion amount results in more dollars. Why does it result in more dollars? It's because less tax is being paid. Why is less tax being paid? Because we're taking out less in this case in RMDs. You may know that RMDs start at age 72 right now. That's why you see the spike in his current taxable income. So what we're doing is we're bringing that down a little bit, which means at 72 and from like 72 to 86, we have a lower taxable income. I can prove it probably if I think quick enough here. Well, let's do it like this. If there's no conversion, what is his pre-tax account balance here? Tax-deferred account balance at the time of RMDs, $842,279. His RMD is $84,665. Okay, no problem. let's go back and see the change. You know it's going to be lower, but just for fun, let's go back and see. If we do a conversion up to the 15% tax bracket, we end up with more dollars. Why is that? Because we get to the age 72 and we have a smaller balance in our pre-tax account, which means we have less dough to take out according to the government, right? And if you ask me, if I think they're going to move this to 75. I really think the RMDs are going to get changed to 75. But nonetheless, right now the rule is 72. So by converting money into a Roth IRA, when you're eligible to fill up a tax bracket, you all of a sudden have a smaller RMD, lower tax bill, which, you know, you get the point. We're just smoothing it out for the case of his lifetime there. But that results in extra dollars because otherwise we have no control over 72 years old. We have to start taking those RMDs. So the short answer is you really, especially when you're over the age of 45-ish, from what I could tell with my customers, when you're over 45, it really helps if you have a Roth, a post-tax account, or we're starting to think about doing conversions there while they're available to you. So you want to have a pre-tax, post-tax account. If you're under the age of 45 and somehow you made it to the end of this video, consider having a little bit of both. It can be a Roth 401k where you put your dollars and the pre-tax 401k where the match goes. You know, any way that you have post-tax and pre-tax dollars, we get choices of games that we can play when you become older, closer to retirement, or going into retirement. Super important there. And you never know if they're going to take away some of these for and not grandfather people in or grandfather them in. Is your RMD going to be 75? I'm going to quit rattling here so you can think about this. Anyways, just a quick one today. Wanted to kick things off. Had a little vacation over the weekend, so I'm fired up, ready to do some stuff. Check us out on the Closing Beat later today. We'll see you there at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, live on our YouTube channel, Jazz Wealth on YouTube. Enjoy.